Pass in Peace by Shona Rea. It is twilight. Young Paul is singing over carcasses he has found in the woods. He has decided to bury 3, but there are so many dead animals everywhere he turns. He pushes dirt over the grave. Something falls. 3 somethings. In the vanishing light, he can make out horn or jaw fragments lying just off the gravesite. Whispers interrupt his song. Are they inside his head? Who are you? What have you done? Paul has entered the forbidden forest to gather his sorrow, he tells the whispers. He wants to be alone with the grief of his father's recent death. Paul has ignored the signs warning people to stay out, and the stories of feral demons inhabiting the woods. The unnatural silence that followed him through the trees earlier in the afternoon was deafening. No insects buzzing, birds chirping, unseen feet pitter-pattering, just dozens and dozens of dead animals scattered on the ground, vulnerable and savaged, not by each other, but by weather and time. He remembers his mother's beautiful voice when she sang over his father's grave. A fitting gesture. Magic brews as his childish voice tolls through the stillness. The song carries on for far too long. Now he stands in the gathering gloom, voices ringing in his head. Otherworldly eyes peer at him from above, strange wild beings swooping, swarming, dipping, diving. I buried them, he cries. I laid them to rest. They have passed on. A pause as they careen over Paul's huddled form. Then, me too. Bury me too. Images are telepathically driven into his brain and slowly take shape. A damaged pile of poison gas drums tossed into a ravine. Animals dying en masse. Men dressed in safety gear retrieving collapsed co-workers before they drive away. The warning signs and the menacing stories. His father's untimely demise from exposure to toxins at work. It all begins to make sense. Now the carcasses of the forest inhabitants are left tainted, trapped, and waiting for their bodies to decompose enough to pass over. The mystical forest conjures spectral eyes to affix to scraps of healthy animal remains from before the great poisoning. Bones picked clean by natural predators, broken skull and jaw fragments, antlers shed as seasons changed. These poor, frantic beings represent each of the stranded animals' souls. Paul feels compelled to return and honor the poisoned cadavers that remain by burying each and every one of them. Then the tortured apparitions may move on, and the wraith-like fragments can fall away naturally. In time, the ghosts will diminish, and the forest will thrive again. Pass in peace. Pass in peace, he sings over the bones as he pats the dirt down.